let's get glam. I thought we could try this together. This is new from L'Oreal Glotion, the Natural Glow Enhancer. I put a wee bit of fake tan on my face last night and I don't know if you can tell, but for some reason I wiped my mouth straight after putting fake tan on. So you can see I have like, you can definitely see it here, like the definite line that I have. This is the shade 902 Light Glow. Hold on. Usually whenever I try a primer for the first time, I like to blend it in with my fingers just to get a feel of the product. Yeah, that's nice. It's not as nice as the Rimmel one that I've been using recently, the Rimmel Better Than Filters. If you haven't tried that, please go and try it. It is absolutely stunning, but that's still really pretty. I feel like this type of product would be nice mixed in with your everyday moisturiser. So that was the Glam Foundation Balm. I take the shade Golden. Ow, that was my own hair. Shit. My face feels so hairy right now. I'm going to ask a really obvious but probably silly question, but I don't know. But recently, I've noticed that Stanley is becoming very hairy, like to the point where you just look at her and there's just hairs everywhere. She's obviously hairy all over, right? She's a cat. But like loose hairs, and I have noticed that she is shedding so much at the minute. Do cats have a summer and a winter coat the same as dogs? I've had to, not groom her, but I've had to brush her recently. Am I silly? Am I just being really silly asking this question? Is it so obvious, right? Have I just answered my own question? But no, like, enlighten me, educate me. I could probably just Google it. e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and the Glam Wee Cream Bronzer in Honey, Warm Honey. And in the concealer, I take Fair Warm. I'm gonna blend out this wee concealer first of all. I'm just gonna half blend it out and then leave it to kind of dry down, marinate on the skin a wee bit. And then just go and blend out this cream bronzer. God, these two products from Glam are just so foolproof. Like, they just blend to, it sounds bad me saying they blend to nothing, but it just shows you how easy they just blend out. They're effortless. Back in with my concealer sponge just to finish off blending that. This is the Putty Blush from e.l.f. Does this not have a shade? So I do apologise, I can't tell you what shade this is, but it's that colour there. It's kind of like a terracotta orangey coral. Pick one and stick with it, Emma. I've got to be quite generous with this cream blush, so I'm going to put quite a bit on and bring it over quite a bit as well, and then also just a wee bit on the nose as well, like just at the tip and halfway up the bridge of the nose. Usually whenever I bring my blush in quite a bit, I like to put a wee bit just on the nose, not a lot, just a wee bit, kind of ties it in nicely. Oh, this is actually such a nice blush. This was literally sitting at the bottom of my cream blush drawer, just chilling. Nearly as if it went there to die. Just set with the I Heart Revolution coconut scented baking powder. Wow. Wow, this powder is intense. Was it always this intense, or did I just love it that much that I never took heed? That looks really powdery. Okay, well let's set it and see how it looks. So I've been going in between these two setting sprays recently. This one I absolutely love. I've went through one of these before, so this is the repurchase on a top up, the Studio London UGU Setting Mist. It's only, well, whenever I first bought it, it was a fiver. It's now £6. Inflation, with it being such an affordable wee setting spray, and also just provides the skin with a really nice glowy dewy look as well, while also setting the makeup in place. And then this one from Collection, this is the Filter Finish setting spray. I've used it a couple of times and it's nice. It kind of reminds me, I don't know why I'm smelling it, it kind of reminds me of Urban Decay All Nighter, so I feel like it doesn't necessarily hydrate the skin or anything or give a glowy dew, but it just kind of bounces back the skin after I set my skin, and it also just really prolongs the longevity of my makeup. So I'm going to take the Studio London UGU. They also do have a mattifying mist in this as well. And I also like to be pretty generous with my setting spray as well. I think that's why I go through so much setting spray. Like, the few products that I go through the most is definitely eyebrow products. I go through eyebrow pencils like something shocking. So eyebrow pencils, lip liners. I go through so many lip liners and lip balms, but also definitely setting sprays. Okay, let's finish off the skin. Gonna have to wait for it to dry down a wee bit. But it has like a really fine wee mister as well. Obviously my skin is still wet, but it just really nicely just like melts in that powder into my skin. Honestly, if you're in Superdrug, have a wee nosy at this brand. While I'm waiting for that setting spray to dry on my skin, I'm gonna give my nose a wee bit of a highlight. I'm gonna use a wee bit of this. Just there. Juvia's Place, would it be considered affordable? This is the Afri blush. God, I'm so sorry if I butchered that. I'm gonna try this one anyway from Juvia's Place and see how glowy it is, because it has a tiny like, wee bit of shimmer to it. But no, last time I used a Juvia's Place product, I think it was actually an eyeshadow palette, and I had like mispronounced the names, and like they just weren't familiar to me at all. So I had mispronounced the names, I think, and I got dragged to filth in the comments. Like, people were literally coming for me, calling me a racist, and I had people telling me to stay in my own lane. And the fact that, like, as a white girl, I shouldn't even be buying black owned makeup. This was years ago, like, but that didn't age well, did it? Usually whenever I start applying blush, it does look crazy, but I think we all know that blush for some reason just doesn't stay on my skin. Like, this looks mental, but by the end of the video it won't look mental. And a wee bit of bronzer, back to using this constantly, so you just might get used to it. God, I look crazy. I think I need to kind of lay off putting on bronzer and blush. But another wee product that if you haven't tried, please go get it. Please go try it and thank me later. Not too sure whether you can actually get this wee palette or not. It's from Wet n Wild, the Colour Icon. Call Me Sunshine palette. But it is the only palette within my collection that is from the Drugstore. So I'm going to take this shade here on a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to start blending this just within the crease. Going to make sure to really blend this out as well at the outer corner. Once I come to the outer corner, obviously with my blending, I lift up the pressure of my brush just so it's nicely blended and diffused outwards. Still with that same brush, I'm going to bring this shade right into the inner corner and up to the front of the brow bone. And you know what? Feck it. It's going all over the lid as well. How nice are these wee eyeshadows though? That pigment is beautiful. And these are blended like an absolute dream as well. Stunning, right? And then I'm going to switch to a smaller blending brush and take this shade here. So it's more of a, kind of like a mustard yellow toned beige. And just at the edges, I'm going to introduce this. And at the upper crease brow bone area. By the looks of it, we are going unintentionally smoky. I love it. These shades, colours and tones are bloody beautiful. Really pretty actually. And then back in with this brush, the first brush, not taking any more product on it, just giving that a wee blend. So everyone, by all means, please do leave me a comment down below and let me know like what type of makeup tutorials, summer makeup tutorials you would want me to do. I'm gonna go in with this dark brown shade now and a smaller blending brush. Kind of maybe doing like a bit of a spotlight eye situation. Honestly, I'm literally just winging it. But just inner and outer corner, adding a wee bit of depth. Just had a wee nosy off camera there to kind of see what else I can do. I want to add a wee bit of a shimmer somewhere. I know this isn't a drugstore or affordable, but this is from P. Louise. It's the Prima Define. Is that the shade? Can't be the shade. Oh, it is. It is, sorry. Oopsies. So this is one of her cosmetic bases. Oh my god. But these bases, I've bought these quite a few times now. I think the last time they were on sale, I topped up on them just in case they became discontinued and you were never able to get them again. But they are like a shimmery base. They are the most underrated products that she has, in my opinion. This is kind of like a gold based olive green, and I think with these shades and tones it's already on the eyes, a wee bit of something up the center of the lid, this would be beautiful. So I'm going to take a wee bit of this up the center of the lid and then add this pigment from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Impressionist. I'm just going to be taking out the tiniest wee amount of this, not too much. And then going on with the pigment, I'm just going to use this on the cap or the lid, and I just hope that this looks okay. Voltage single eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. No, I don't know if I like that. Hold on, actually, I'm gonna have to match the other side. Back into the palette again, taking in at this dark brown, just popping that in the inner corner. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that Makeup Geek eyeshadow, just with this particular makeup look maybe. Or actually, this is going to seem wild, but from what I can see, right, I'm going to apply more of this and really blend that. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to go into this darkest brown shadow in the wee palette and I'm going to go over it. Just so I think what's also going to set this eye makeup look off is just a wee bit of brown eyeliner, and I'm going to smudge at it. But first I was just going to apply it quite tightly to my lash line. And these wee eyeliners are super creamy, so they're quite easy to blend. It's from Fine Cosmetics. Also that creamy that if I just take like a wee bit of it, if I just break the head off, just in the palm of my hand, so that the heat of my hand kind of warms the product up a wee bit, so it's now starting to turn into more of like a creamy consistency. And I'm also going to do a wee bit of a wing as well, just a wee one. And then taking this wee petite blending brush from P. Louise and also just the rest of what's in the palm of my hand. I just added a wee pair of lashes and now just using a bit of mascara to join my lashes to the false ones. I've been absolutely obsessed with these lashes as well recently. They're so beautiful. They are quite thick at the band, but then they just fluff out, especially at the outer corner. I do not know how many more sharpens I'm gonna get out of this. This is Morphe Sweetest Tea. And then this wee lipstick from Revlon in the shade Bare Affair. Oh, you can definitely tell that it's hair wash day. Jesus. I'm in love. I'm obsessed with this makeup. How easy was this eye makeup look though? And it looks stunning. Absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love these wee lashes that I've been using at the minute. They're actually only from Shein. I'll show you them tomorrow. My drawer is blocked at the minute by a sleeping cat. So I will show you them tomorrow. This makeup look honestly it does, and I think the hair as well, like the slicked back hair, the glowy skin, is definitely given summer vibes. As I had mentioned there in the middle of the video, please do leave me a comment down below and let me know what type of makeup, summer makeup tutorials or looks you want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.